Have you ever felt like everything is spinning out of control? Like you're holding on by a thread, and the future is a big, scary unknown? We've all been there. In those moments of chaos and uncertainty, it's easy to feel lost and alone. But what if I told you that even in our most challenging times, there's a divine plan unfolding, a perfect order to the chaos? Today, we are going to explore some incredible true stories that serve as powerful reminders of a profound truth: Allah is always in control. These aren't just feel-good tales, they are real-life accounts that show how His wisdom and mercy operate in ways we can't always see, proving that His plan is always perfect, even when we don't understand it. Let's start with the story of a young entrepreneur named Omar. Omar poured his life savings and years of hard work into developing a new mobile app. The launch date was set, marketing was in full swing, and everything looked perfect. But just 1 week before the big day, his lead developer quit, a critical bug was discovered, and a major competitor launched a similar app, seemingly out of nowhere. Omar was devastated. He felt like his world was collapsing. He prayed, confused and heartbroken, asking why this was happening after he had tried so hard. He felt like a failure. But he didn't give up. Reluctantly, he postponed the launch indefinitely to fix the bug. During this delay, something unexpected happened. A global privacy update was rolled out that made his competitor's app almost unusable because of its data collection methods. Omar's app, however, was built with stronger privacy features from the start. When he finally launched his app 3 months later, it was celebrated for being secure and user-friendly. It became a huge success. Looking back, Omar realized that the delay, the bug, and the competitor's launch were not disasters. They were a form of divine protection, a hidden mercy that saved his business from ruin and perfectly positioned it for success. His moment of despair was actually the beginning of his greatest victory, a clear sign that Allah's plan was far better than his own. Now, consider the story of Aisha, a student who had her heart set on getting into a specific, top-tier university. She studied day and night, got excellent grades, and felt confident she would be accepted. When the rejection letter came, her world shattered. She had tied her entire identity and future to this one school. All her friends were going to their dream colleges, and she felt left behind, a failure. She ended up enrolling in a local university she had considered her safety school, feeling disappointed and unmotivated. However, in her second semester, she joined a small research club led by a professor who was a world-renowned expert in a niche field Aisha had never even considered. This professor saw a unique spark in her and became her mentor. Under his guidance, Aisha discovered her true passion. She excelled, published papers, and eventually got a scholarship for postgraduate studies at an even more prestigious institution than the one that had initially rejected her. Aisha now says that the rejection was the greatest blessing of her life. It closed a door to what she thought she wanted, only to open a much wider, more fulfilling one that led to her true calling. It was a powerful lesson that sometimes, what we perceive as a painful dead end is actually a divine redirection towards something far greater. Think about the story of a man named Ibrahim, who missed his flight. He was stuck in traffic, watching the minutes tick away, feeling a growing sense of panic. He was flying for a crucial job interview, one he believed would change his life. By the time he reached the airport, the gate had closed. He was frustrated, angry at the traffic, angry at himself. He had to rebook for the next day, convinced he had lost the opportunity of a lifetime. He spent the night feeling defeated. The next morning, as he sat in the airport waiting for his new flight, he saw the news. The flight he had missed, the one he was so desperate to be on, had experienced severe technical difficulties, forcing an emergency landing. While everyone was safe, it was a terrifying ordeal. A wave of cold realization washed over Ibrahim. His delay, his frustration, the traffic jam, it wasn't a punishment. It was protection. He made it to his interview a day late, explained the situation, and his composure and gratitude actually impressed the interviewers. He got the job. Ibrahim's story is a profound reminder that Allah's mercy can manifest as a missed opportunity, a frustrating delay, or a closed door. What we see as an obstacle might just be His way of keeping us safe from a harm we cannot see. Another powerful example is the story of Fatima, a woman who prayed for years to have a child. She and her husband went through countless treatments, and with each failed attempt, her heart grew heavier. She saw friends and family building their families and wondered why her prayers weren't being answered. The emotional and financial toll was immense. After years of trying, they decided to stop the treatments and explore adoption. The process was long, but eventually, they were matched with a beautiful baby girl. From the moment they held her, they felt a love so profound it healed all the old wounds of their struggle. A few years later, Fatima discovered she was pregnant. It was a complete surprise, a miracle she had long given up on. Today, they have two wonderful children. Fatima often reflects on her journey. She believes that the years of waiting and struggle were not a denial, but a preparation. It deepened her compassion, strengthened her marriage, and opened her heart to a love she might not have otherwise known through adoption. The timing wasn't hers to decide, but it was perfect. Allah gave her what she wanted, but in His time, and in a way that enriched her life more than she could have ever imagined. Her story teaches us about the wisdom in divine timing and the beauty of trusting the process, even when it's painful. These stories aren't isolated incidents. They are echoes of a universal truth that we find throughout our faith. Think of the Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him. He was thrown into a well by his own brothers, sold into slavery, and wrongfully imprisoned. From the outside, his life looked like one tragedy after another. Where was the divine plan in all that suffering? Yet, every single one of these hardships was a necessary step on his path to becoming a powerful ruler in Egypt, where he would ultimately save an entire nation from famine and be reunited with his family. His story is the ultimate testament to the fact that Allah is the best of planners. What seems like a pit of despair can be the very path to our elevation. So, what can we take away from this? When you face a setback, a rejection, or a heartbreaking loss, it is natural to feel pain and confusion. It's okay to grieve and to question. But in the midst of that storm, try to hold on to this truth: you are not alone, and this is not the end of your story. Your current situation is just one chapter, not the whole book. Allah is Al-Alim, the All-Knowing, and Al-Hakim, the All-Wise. He sees the bigger picture that we cannot. The job you didn't get might be protecting you from a toxic work environment. The relationship that ended might be making way for someone who is truly better for you. The illness you're battling might be a means of purification and bringing you closer to Him. Trust is not about understanding everything. It's about having faith even when you don't understand. It's about tying your camel, doing your absolute best, and then trusting Allah with the outcome. So, the next time you feel that sense of panic, take a deep breath. Remember the stories of Omar, Aisha, Ibrahim, and Fatima. Remember the Prophet Yusuf. And remember that the same Lord who turned their trials into triumphs is watching over you, too. His plan for you is unfolding, and it is a plan of wisdom, mercy, and ultimate good. Thank you for watching. If these stories resonated with you, please share this video with someone who might need to hear it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more content that inspires and uplifts. Until next time, may you always find peace in trusting His plan.